morning. It's Barbara. It is Thursday, the 21st. Oh, and I need to check one thing. Yep. It's the 300th CoronaVlog. 300. So, thank you for being with me during all this time. Welcome to the new people. Thank you to those who have been with me for 300 CoronaVlogs. Crazy. Anyway, we're here, and thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for participating and messaging me and commenting and being part of my community. It means the world to me. It really does. And I don't know where I would be after 300 days without you guys, so thank you. Cheers. Cheers in my Goldfinch mug. 300 days. Well, it's more than 300 days because I missed 3. I think there were 3 days where I didn't have a vlog. It's the 300th episode. So, there you go. Oof, duh. And I don't have a lot to talk about. Although, I don't know why I say that. I never have a lot to talk about. I've been home for 300 days. Yeah. I am moving right along with my Archer sweater. I'm just about to start the ribbing on the bottom. And I'm really happy with how the fade into the purple went. I think it just worked out perfectly. So here's the front of my Archer. So I'm going to do I have this much of the purple left, which seems like quite a bit. I didn't weigh it. So I'm going to do the ribbing, which is about 2.5 inches. It's a split ribbing, and I guess that's just a design detail because I tried it on Jerry. I don't know why I'm talking to Jerry. She doesn't watch this, I don't think. But I tried it on. She was giving me a hard time because I hadn't tried it on. Because I needed to figure out if the length was good or not. And I hadn't tried it on yet, so I tried it on. The length is good. And it's quite loose. It has a lot of positive ease. So I am glad I didn't do the A-line. I'm not sure what adding A-line to it would do. I mean, I feel like mine has more positive ease than hers, so I might have made the wrong size. It's hard to know how to pick your size. Yeah, 2 to 4 inches at the bust. I have way more than 2 to 4 inches. I guess I made the wrong size. I picked the number. I picked the, bust circumference that I thought would work for me. I mean, that gives me that 2 to 4. But it's quite loose, so anyway. Why don't you sit here and watch me read my pattern? So anyway, I'm glad I didn't do the A-line because it's already quite loose. And I think quite loose is going to be perfectly fine. This is not going to be a super warm sweater. Although I imagine the buffalo silk combo at the top is warm. It's thicker and cushier, and buffalo and silk sounds really warm. But the But the body of it isn't super thick. Although the shoulder, you know, around the shoulders and down the sleeves are what keep me warm the most. It's going to have a, you know, more open neck than I like to wear in the winter. I mean, I have to wear a shawl with this sweater all the time. This is my easy V-neck sweater that I bought at the yarn shop. And it's on yellow paper. I don't know if she prints it on yellow paper or it comes that way, but if that helps you figure out what the name of it is, like a super simple V-neck sweater. This is like the first real wool sweater I did. I did a turtleneck, sleeveless turtleneck in sugar and cream cotton, which I've worn this summer. But this is what I feel like my first proper wool sweater is, this one that I'm wearing. And the pattern was really interesting because the pattern like tells you to do all this stuff. And right there in the middle of the pattern it says, please just do what I'm telling you and trust me, it all works out in the end. Or something very similar to that. Because, you know, I'm sitting there, but I was a brand new garment knitter. I was a pretty new knitter, to be honest. So there you go. I like the way it's looking, and you know, I hope I like the lots of ease. You know, I've never been good at figuring out what size of sweater to make for myself. You know, I have a tendency to make them too big. I do not have any sweaters. I can't think of a single sweater that I made myself that was too small. So it is my, you know, typical reaction to trying to figure out my size to make my sweaters too big, but I picked a size that matched her instructions, so. We shall see. I'm gonna just take a look at my gauge. I did a gauge swatch. Well, and I did a gauge swatch with the bison yarn. I didn't do a gauge swatch with the whatever that other yarn is, Painted Desert, which is the main body yarn. I didn't do a swatch with that. So I'm going to check my gauge and see how far off my gauge is, which might explain. It's highly likely to explain why it seems big. Excuse me, I got hiccups. Oh, I'm so sad. I lost one of my earrings yesterday that I was wearing. I used to lose them pretty regularly, and I started putting those little rubber things on the back. And I stopped putting the rubber things on the back when I stopped going places. And I can't find it anywhere. So I'm gonna tell Dennis I want to take the exact walk we took yesterday, because we went a different way than we normally do, so that I can just look in case it's there. And I haven't looked in the dog car. But, you know, I was wearing a scarf, and that's a shawl, and that's the reason. But anyway, I was really sad. So I am enjoying getting joy from knitting my Archer. I only have a little bit, well, it looks like more than a little bit of the bison, but this is very fluffy, light yarn. And so I can weigh these yarns and then I can tell you. Okay, I have 44 grams of the bison. This is 44 grams. So it's really light for how big it looks. And this is, so I'm going to have to split this in half because it's going on the sleeves. So 22 grams per sleeve. Even light, fluffy, you know, more yardage, 44 grams. It was 200 yards for 50 grams. So you can do the math, because I can't do the math. So I have 150, 60 yards, whatever. So left. So 80 yards per sleeve, give or take, of this. And I have 64 grams of this left, but I have 2.5 inches of body yet to do. And I think I'm going to do the neck in the purple also, because I just don't have enough of the bison. And then after I do those, then I'll know how much of this I have left. And then I can decide if I can get a 3/4 sleeve with just this yarn, I might just do that and not put the purple in the sleeve. But if I can't even get a 3/4 sleeve with this, then I'm gonna fade the purple in to the bottom of the sleeve. And once I fade the purple into the bottom of the sleeve, I might go for a long sleeve if I have enough. Whatever, anyway. That's where I'm thinking right now on that sweater. That's my thinking. But Andrea, the cat lady, had mailed my yarn Tuesday. So I was just gonna say, so I'll be getting my my cranberry yarn soon, but I'm, you know, who knows how long it'll take. I don't. But I'll be close to done with that sweater when the yarn comes, so I'll be able to start my next joyful knitting. So I just wanted to remind you that we have a coupon code, and I do have an email out to Valerie double checking the the capitalization and stuff in that coupon code. I don't know if any of you have tried it yet, but it is from Arctic Crafts by Bente, and I'll put a link below, and it's 15%, and it's Flame 15, and I don't know if it's capital F, lowercase LAME 15, or all caps, because I didn't see it written. So I will put that in the down bar too once I hear back from Valerie. And there you go. And I have this beautiful, beautiful price package. And Megan suggested that I pull for a winner on Valentine's Day, which I thought was perfect, so I will do that. Valentine's Day this year is quite special. Valentine's Day is my mother-in-law's birthday. Aura was born on Valentine's Day, and this birthday will be her 90th birthday. So it's quite a special day. Dennis will be making her dinner, and we have a Zoom meeting planned, and try to make it as special as we can. And it'll be special for one of you two who are joining in the Ode to Joy make-along. The only rule for that is if you are crafting something that is bringing you joy, that counts. If whips count, drawing, paper craft, woodworking, all of the fiber arts, of course, anything you're crafting that's bringing you joy counts. We need joy, and we need to do things that bring us joy. And if you're not, feeling like doing your crochet, but you have something else that you're doing that you love, that brings you joy, that counts, and we want to see it. Maybe I'll spend a little time on Facebook today to see if I can figure out how to set a group up, and we'll have an Ode to Joy group because it's a year-long make-along, and people from all different crafts will be on, and not everyone's on Ravelry, and picking prices gets really complicated. Although I don't know how you pick prices on Facebook either. Is that easy to do on Facebook, picking prizes? Well, I think I'm going, in the end, I'm going to have different kinds of prizes because I have a cross-stitch prize that's been promised, and I have yarn prizes. And, if you're not a yarny person, so maybe I'll put a, this month's giveaway, or this, the next giveaway is this and a picture of it. And then people just comment that they would like it. Something like that. Something. I think that works, especially if we're going to have different kind of prizes that don't have universal appeal, because people won't all be doing that craft. So I will keep thinking about it, but I'll see if I can figure out how to do a Facebook group. And meanwhile, my notice came down. Meanwhile, it's a bright sunny day here. It was chilly. A little chilly yesterday. I was very glad it was a little chillier, and I got to go back to a different color on my library bookshelf, because my library bookshelf was going to have a lot of maroon, because we were in the 40 to 45 in temperature range, 40 to 44 temperature range for a lot of days in a row. So I don't mind it's colder, just so my library gets a little variety. But I'm in the teal and maroon section of the library, and we'll move into other colors as the year goes on. So all the sections of the library are going to be only a few colors, because I have 5 degree ranges for my colors. Maybe I should have had smaller ranges. But I don't know, if you look at somebody's bookshelf, how many different colors really are there? I have 20 colors. Does your bookshelf have more than 20 colors sprinkled all around? I don't know, maybe. I don't have any black, and black is not one of my colors. So, anyway, ramble. So, my plans for today are to, I guess, do a little admin on this make-along and see if I can figure out how to set up a Facebook group, and do my bottom ribbing on my sweater. When I'm done with the ribbing, I'll be fixing the hole and maybe weaving in some ends to kind of clean it up a little bit. And then I'll probably do the neck next, so I know how much purple I have left. And then sleeves. That's my plan for today, but who knows what's going to happen. I will bring you the wish I always bring you at the end of my podcast. I hope you have lots of time to do the crafting that brings you joy. Please join us for the Ode to Joy Make-Along, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Please stay safe.